3, 2, 1. In the 15 years after the close of World War II, as veterans returned home to start families and civilian careers, the already busy Los Angeles metropolitan area began to grow into the megapolis we know today. White Long Beachers and Angelenos, along with most urban whites at the time, began to leave the older core of the larger cities to booming suburbs being developed in eastern Los Angeles County and neighboring Orange County. The city of Lakewood, California, stands as one of the most prototypical examples of the post-war suburban city. The suburban city of Lakewood was incorporated in 1954, and by 1960, Lakewood had a population of nearly 70,000 people. Lakewood was a purely planned city, centered on the Lakewood Mall, an air-conditioned retail paradise surrounded by an ocean of parking to accommodate its motor vehicle driving suburban patrons. The mall would be surrounded by thousands of housing tracts filled with expansive, compared to the traditional housing stock at the time, ranch-style homes on multi-acre lots with driveways and garages on streets that were protected from the major thoroughfares by landscape medians, restricting the through traffic to a few wide boulevards, such as Delamo Boulevard. These houses were intended to be occupied by members of the white middle class, many of whom worked at the McDonnell Douglas facility at the Long Beach Airport or at the Naval Shipyard. Suburban development in neighboring cities such as Downey, Bellflower, Cerritos, Cypress, and Los Alamitos often took on many of the same characteristics. Dairy, citrus, and poultry farms gave way to strip malls, parking lots, duplicated ranch-style homes and tracts oriented away from major thoroughfares, and a sea of white faces, moving to areas that would find various ways to exclude blacks and others, Jews, Latinos, Asians, from joining the suburban movement for decades to come. In the book Popular Culture in the Age of White Flight, Eric Avila discusses the processes of suburbanization in a cultural context, devoting a chapter to looking at the Los Angeles experience in the years following the Second World War. Avila notes that no community better epitomized Southern California's vanilla suburbs than Lakewood, and describes promotional advertising that declared Lakewood the white spot of Long Beach. Yet, in 1994, the city of Long Beach was virtually exclusively white, earning and proudly proclaiming the nickname Iowa by the Sea. The war changed that. By the 1950 census, Long Beach was a city of nearly 250,000 residents, and while the population was still over 90% U.S.-born whites, the city now had a sizable black population residing in its center and on the west side, as well as a significant number of foreign-born white and other non-white residents, likely representing Latino and Asian populations. While these numbers are certainly not reflective of urban diversity by contemporary standards, in the racially charged 1950s, this was enough to motivate many whites to flee to the newly constructed suburbs, such as Lakewood. According to Avila, the growth of cities such as Lakewood that incorporated quickly and contracted municipal services out to the county, the so-called Lakewood Plan, was essentially a white political movement designed to concentrate wealth and political control and municipal taxes into the hands of whites.